Hey, it's the Empire. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon for more videos. We taking over. Let's go, champ. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's go.
Hey, it's the Empire, Geoboxing Empire, Boxer Boxing. Nah, man, wild stuff, man. Post-fight review, man. Canelo versus Avni Yildirim, and my God, man. I mean, the boxing world loses it. Now, no one expected much from Avni Yildirim, but we expected this guy to try at least. And man, I mean, Yildirim looked so bad in the fight. He stood there and he only threw 11 punches. He actually landed only 11 punches, right? That's how he punches Yildirim landed, right? Now, man, that being said, my boy Dan Rafael actually had some crazy things to say about that fight, man. Now, he says, this is from Dan Rafael, I get stopping fights, but this is pathetic. Yildirim didn't try. Hashtag Canelo versus Yildirim, right? That's what my boy Dan Rafael said. And he didn't try, man. I mean, Yildirim's corner after like round 2 was saying like, oh yeah, you know what, I'm gonna stop this fight. I'm gonna stop this fight. If you don't try, I'm gonna stop this fight. And I mean, Canelo landed a few punches, but I mean, these people were, they're standing in front of each other with the high guard, and nothing much was happening in the fight. Yildirim really didn't try to do anything wild. Now I understand, like I said earlier, Yildirim landed 11 punches altogether, and 7 of those were jabs. So he only landed really 4 power shots, and power shots are anything but a jab. So it could have been a right hand to the up top, it could have been a body shot, you know, shots like that. So really, Yildirim really only threw 4 real bad intention shots, if you want to give it that, in 7 jabs. You know, that spells to me not trying at all. Now, man, a lot of people have been criticizing Canelo ever since that Kovalev fight, because it is, you know, it tends to seem like his opponents don't really try too much when they fight him, and they come there for a check, you know. I remember right in the beginning of this Avni Yildirim versus Canelo fight, Yildirim's trainer was telling him right away, what are you doing? You're not gonna win a decision. You need to let your hands go. We talked about this. You're not gonna win a decision against Canelo Álvarez. And Yildirim just sat there in the next round with the high guard, and Canelo and Yildirim were looking at each other, and Yildirim just took the punches. You know, Yildirim looked like a punching bag in this fight. Extremely disappointing, the guy. But a lot of people were saying this fight is supposed to be a mandatory fight. This fight was not a mandatory fight. Canelo Álvarez requested for it to be a mandatory fight, and then it became a mandatory fight. This was not by design by the WBC. Canelo asked for this to be a mandatory. So no, really, this was not a mandatory fight. Canelo requested it, and then it became a mandatory fight. So in that respect, Yildirim should have never been in the ring with Canelo Álvarez. The guy was coming off a 2-year layoff, and this fight should have just never happened. You know, if you actually know anything about Chris Eubank Jr. destroyed this guy. I mean, he beat him so bad, and it was like, it wasn't even a close fight at all. And this is when the Yildirim was at the peak of his career, and when he was actually, you know, seen as the top fighter at 168. Now, if you actually, it's crazy, man. I will make a whole nother video about what Eubank just said, because Eubank's a phenomenal fighter, and you know, people just don't give him that credit. But now that Canelo Álvarez fought the common opponent, all of a sudden this guy, you know, he's not all that bad. You know, oh, he was too amazed by Canelo's, you know, hand speed and power. He just froze up. No, I don't think so. I think the guy just didn't try. But yeah, man, I mean, Canelo Álvarez, man, there's just a lot. That's why people don't like cherry picks in boxing, because it's just, man, Canelo could have fought so many fighters, man. And I find it rich that Canelo went to 168 and wants this WBC title when Benavidez loses it. You know, he could have been fought Benavidez for his title. What Canelo needs to only be doing is unifying titles. I mean, I get getting a tune-up fight here every now and then, but when you start requesting guys to be mandatory for a title, that's messed up, man. If you're gonna win a title, do it the right way. If you want to fight bums in between then, having a title, cool. But don't request guys to be your mandatory to fight to be your mandatory. You know, what's up with that? That's real suspect, man. But yeah, man, Danny Rafael said it, and man, I was thinking it last night, but I turned up last night, man. I got drunk, so I didn't make a video. I was too lit last night, guys. I was too lit. Anyway, man, let me know how you guys feel about it, though, man. Punch that's wild. Journalists telling the truth finally. And wow, Canelo Álvarez is taking a lot of pushback from this fight. He's definitely going to need a lie in his next fight. And honestly, I don't want to see Canelo Álvarez fight. You need a top fighter unless it's from PBC, man. I can't do it anymore. If it's not from the PBC, I know that at least the PBC's fighters are going to try. You know, they're going to try. But yeah, man, let me know how you guys feel about it. Canelo Álvarez is supposed to be set to fight Billy Joe Saunders, but I wasn't too impressed with his last performance. But we're going to see how that plays out. On paper, that's a good fight, but we just never know with Billy Joe Saunders. The guy has had a history of being hurt multiple times throughout his career. So we'll see if he comes in healthy and pits on his show. But anyway, let me know how you guys feel about it, though. Like, comment, subscribe. This is The Empire. Geobasket Empire. Peace. Geobasket Empire.